My guest is Pastor Young, and we are in the Harvest Adventist Center in Hong Kong. Now, thanks for joining us, Pastor Young.
Thank you very
This
much.
is a very new center. In fact, it hasn't been used yet, right?
That's right.
So what is this center? What's its purpose?
Actually, basically, this place for the young youth Hong Kong people, actually. And actually, it's located right next to the high school of the Hong Kong, Samyuk High School. The reason why you plant this church or this center in here, because it's very easy to get to the people or those who are graduate from or attending this school. And right, because they are saying when they graduate from the school in this school, they also graduate from the SDA churches. See, because there are many challenges out there, and they don't actually come back to the church. That's why you plant this church in this building, so that they are very familiar with the place, and they can come easily and they can visit here very easily, freely.
Okay, so I understand what you're saying is that many people, young people, are baptized when they attend this school, but then after they leave it, as you say, they graduate from the church.
Yeah, that's right.
So you've got that connection. Now also, there's a very good transportation system near here, right?
Yes, right. Actually, if you see the Hong Kong MTR map, if you see the map here, our center is right in the middle of all the MTR stations. Like it connects to every city in 30 or 40 minutes. So this place can be a very good place to reach out to people and the people to come to visit these places. So that's why I think the best place for the reaching out to people in Hong Kong.
Now, what's the situation of the church here in Hong Kong? Is it growing rapidly? Is it plateaued? What's the situation?
It's very sad to say, but for the last 15 years, you have to close down many churches, which means not growing up. But this Harvest Adventist Center is kind of very new. In 15 years, they started new churches, so it's kind of very historical and very memorable plan.
Right. So you want to be in the business not of closing churches, but starting churches.
That's right, that's right.
Now, there is also a network of support. I mean, it's just not this center, but there are groups being started across the city as well. Is that correct? I see on the banner here, there's every Friday in various locations, there are groups meeting.
Okay, that's right. By the grace of God, we were able to start some of care groups, which is called care group. You're basically caring the people who are lost their relationship with God and with the peoples. Because once you because the reason why you have a care group is like very easy to come to the care group, get into the groups. Actually, we open them our own house and serving for the food, so they can come to and visit, and they open their hearts and to mingle with the peoples. So we have about four care groups now, and we open a new one at the university. Not only just opening the place to serve the people there, but you are actually helping them to improve their English or improve their skills to mingle with the other society. So wonderful. You're having a great result from there as well.
Wonderful. So what sort of activities will you see here in this center? Now, obviously on Sabbath morning you'll have worship services, but during the week, what are the plans?
Since we have many young adults are interested in learning some stuff, like such as Koreans or English or like time management, they are very like to study about the culture things and other stuff. So we are thinking of opening some stuff that they might be interested in it. So it either can be a Korean class, because we have like quite a big tithing from the Koreans, and many people are like spending many times to watch the soft drama of Korean, and like they're very like to watch it. So you might open some of Korean class, and also you do want to open some English class, because they are like to study in the English. So you open up the places, and they will come and learn the English here and other programs here as well.
Now, I never had really thought of Korean soap operas as being an evangelistic tool, but there is a great interest in various countries.
True. Yeah.
So you can build to that interest in Korean culture, because you yourself are from Korea.
That's right, I'm from Korea.
Now, What made you move with your family from Korea to Hong Kong?
Since myself also, I was very interested in helping the young adults in Korea. I was quite involved in the Korean youth ministry as well.
Yes.
And when I see them, I feel same heartbreaking once they are know where they are going and where their destination is, but still like wandering around. So that made me so burdened in my heart, and I just want to help for the peoples as well. And I heard about the Hong Kong peoples, and they are still like a busy city in the soul. I'd like to come over here to help those peoples in Hong Kong as well.
Fantastic.
And,
Wonderful. Pastor, you've only been here for a short while,
right,
but have you seen anybody's life been changed already through the ministry?
I have some like church members just been baptized like last January. She's been like busy with working, like keep working and going out with her friends on every Friday night. And once she started getting involved some of the caregivers, and she was open to the many members who are helping her to build up their relationship with God. And she started to get rid of some things that she used to do like a couple of years. And she committed herself to become God's daughter. And she finally got baptized, and she changed her life. And she's very active in our church at the moment.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Pastor Young, and may
Thank you
God
very much.
continue to bless your ministry.
Thank you so much.
And viewers at home, it's wonderful to come to a centre of influence, a potential centre of influence, which will be a platform for putting Christ's method into practice, where right here in this busy city of Hong Kong, church members will mingle, will show sympathy, will minister to needs, will win confidence and bid people to follow Jesus. Please pray for the growth of the church here in Hong Kong, that many people may come to know Jesus as their Saviour.